Previously on Trails Through Daybreak, Vegas film Salvatore Godi spoke with Elsheim's Prince Sharid about the Farbad Film Festival. Meanwhile, the CID discussed how various factions were involved in the conflict against Almada. Back in Edith, Aaron prevented a loan shark from exploiting the client by using his martial arts. Once I regained control, I had the option of choosing anyone to accompany Van in the usual patrol of the city, and I chose Aaron, who I also took to see Golden Blood. Okay, let's cross out the Seiden District shops. I can actually go to the waterworks, but I don't... Unfortunately, going to a dungeon right now only brings one person, which kind of sucks. It'd be nice if it could bring everyone for the sake of grinding purposes, so I could get some more money.
Let's do this. Alright, time to hunt down that good old bulletin board.
Yo, that's the new ETWS. I love how they just casually slid some Z1 car design there. I'm telling you, the world of cars is deep. That's the beauty of it all. There's just something really cool about a car that goes mad fast, you know? From an engineering standpoint, it's like a work of art. Man, I can't wait to get my license and hit the road, though I can't afford any of those really cool ones. I feel like cars are starting to become a status symbol. You gotta have the cash to afford one, right? So that's my plan. Get my license, scrape together all the mirror I can, and get me the best sports car my budget will buy. It's just kind of daunting when I say it out loud like that. Welcome to the Seiden headquarters of the Edith Police Department. Whatever you need, from civil disturbances to full-blown felonies, you come to us. Crime's been on the up and up lately. Got some real sea business ventures in town. We've been swamped. So you might need to wait a little bit before we can get to you, but just give us time and we'll tackle your problem. Seiden District is home to the police HQ, so that naturally makes it the safest district in town. I heard other districts haven't been so lucky as of late. Got gangsters pouring out of the woodwork. Every district should be as safe as Seiden. That's our goal. I can't wait to get my own beat and start helping out. On the subject of trouble, we're sending some officers to Farbad in case anything funny happens at the film festival. Had this source tip us off that something might be brewing over there. It may very well just be a rumor, but I got a hunch it's not. We might need you for backup if things go south. I can't give any details beyond that, but just be ready for anything. Yes, sir. Welcome to the Edith Police Department's Seiden HQ. This is the General Reception Desk. I've got the paperwork for you right here. If you want to report a crime, I mean, that's right there, or, you're getting ahead of yourself, Kiara. First, figure out what the person's actually here for. You've got the passion and motivation. You just need to dial it back a bit and focus on listening first. Yes, sir. I have a reception form right here, so please fill in the details of your inquiry. Once I've confirmed your inquiry, I'll get you in contact with an officer who can help you. If you have any other questions or concerns, we can answer them here at the reception desk. Good, that was much better. You sound a lot better when you relax and speak naturally. Bear that in mind, okay? Sorry about that, I just started this year. I'm still learning the ropes around here. But I can't hide behind excuses like that. I have a note to fulfill as a police officer. Please let me know if there's anything you need. I need to get used to this so I can help people out as much as possible. Oh, you're at Spriggan the Inspector Dragon for questioning. Twice if memory serves. Mr. Arkride, correct? Just a friendly reminder that you are in our system. Aw shucks, they're too kind. Ooh, spicy, our boss has a criminal record. You spend some time in the clink? Shameless to the bone, I see. And your friends seem aware of that themselves. I admit, you weren't directly involved with what was going on. You didn't technically break any laws. But you're walking a fine line, bub. You stick your nose in too deep and you can expect a visit to the clink. Just thought I'd give you that heads up. I'll keep it in mind. If you guys keep dragging my ass here all the time, it's gonna start cutting into my bottom line. Honestly, I'd be happy if you did have to walk away from that little business, but I doubt you care what I think. I will say this though, you only have to screw up once to land yourself in serious trouble. You can't skirt the law forever. We're letting you off the hook this time, but don't push your luck with the law, Spriggan. It'll bite you in the ass one day. The inspector has a lot on his plate. He's getting ready for a big business trip right now. He's always in pursuit of the truth, no matter where it takes him. He's on countless investigations both in and out of the capital. Meaning he seldom has time to deal with shade of grey types like you. The whole department would rather you keep out of that business, really. How about you have a heart and stop tying up our resources with your stunts? The tower plays hard to get once again. Elusive as ever, Vixen. But the Orion lights the value in my efforts to capture its essence. Just you wait, though fate may tear us apart for now, weep not for me today. For I shall return in time and tame you. For what else can they call the art of exposing your true nature, capturing your most primal essence, laying your secret bare for the world to see? Just as the Beastmaster tames the majestic lions and tigers, I shall bring you to my heel. Trian Tower, my respect to you. You have proven my most challenging foe yet, but it only motivates me further. I will surpass you.
I'm so in love with this.
So M&A need a new hiring policy, do they? Our specialists all have their plates full, so I believe this falls to me. I should do some research on the topic first. With the economy booming over these last 2 years, M&A have revamped their management strategy. Consultants react to changes in the market, and in turn they influence the market themselves. They play off each other like that. Welcome. Ah, you're that spriggan I hear about. You're in that share house, yeah? Didn't realize you worked here. Hey, yep, I'm the clerk here at Erland. Let me just, thank you for browsing our products today. If you need help picking out a look, we can curate a selection just for you. We're here to help you find that perfect look. If you have any questions, you need only ask. Oh, some bogey brands here. Maybe I'll find something on clearance. Our manager also helped launch the Edith Girls Collection, or EGC. Now it's the biggest fashion event in the capital. That earned her the moniker of Dreamweaver, both for her fashion sense and for her own beauty. She's every bit as knowledgeable as the name implies. She's still an EGC mainstay. Welcome to Erland. We have outfits for a discerning lady and gentleman. Our clothes suit any age and gender, handcrafted with our philosophy in mind. Here at Erland, we work to draw out your true inner beauty, to help you be who you really are. And we hope we can help you show your true colors yourself.
Well...
Just putting on an outfit that matches you can help you release your inner self. Our new hire, Carol, puts a lot of focus into ornate details and accents. I see these complex emotions woven into all her designs. I wonder if she even knows she's doing it. I'm not sure what she might be going through, but I do know that fashion is an excellent way to learn about your true self.
We have full confidence in our product.
Oh, I did not spend wisely. Oh boy.
Let's see what we've got.
Okay, what's the quest? QA testing. Puzzles? Oh, nuts. Okay, the scent's gone. Means all the boards have been checked. Only 3 tasks for us today? Nice. We've got to take care of at least 2 jobs today. But taking care of all of them would get me an extra activity point, right? Oh, this job looks interesting. They want us to test some kind of mystery-solving game. Man, can't I get normal requests for once? And why the hell do they need a spriggan for it? I'm just trying to figure out what they meant by full body. Sounds suggestive. I mean, fair. Guess it wouldn't hurt to at least read the pamphlet they gave us. Let's see here. Princess in peril. Save the kingdom's fair maiden. The hell? The kingdom of Edith is in chaos, where its fair princess has been kidnapped. Edith calls upon you, O gallant knight, to save her from those villains. Maybe it's a VR game? Collect the free keys and free the princess from her hidden prison. Damned if that isn't a setup. Think we'll get a happy ending when we rescue her? Alright, sign me up. This actually sounds like fun. I'll be a royal subject for a day. And it sounds harmless enough. Oh, I think this card here is our first clue. The first key lies hidden within the Seiden District. Seek the mistress Taylor on the cutting edge of passion. What? We were just there! Well, that's pretty specific. Help us narrow it down. Guess if we ain't got anything better to do, we can go give this a look.
Well, we're on the clock now.
I was just taking a walk around the urban part of town for a change of pace. Kind of surprised to find a basketball court here. How about it, Apollo? Want to play ball? Sup, haven't seen you guys around here. You don't look like tryouts. I'm running this street basketball team, see? Got some of the downtown guys here. We kind of sold out lately, so there haven't been as many guys coming to try out. Oh yeah, I heard a thing or two about that. Some team from the streets making noise around town. Really blew up, didn't it? This street ball thing you started. Oh yeah, it's real big. It's a big business now. It's better as an outlet than what we used to do. Now we can leave it all out on the court. You got some rough dudes, yeah? But they're pretty chill here. Okay, maybe Rep's underselling it a bit, but why don't you take a look and see for yourself? We've been getting some new guys around here lately, real silver spoon types. Some of our other guys can't stand them. Downtown might be a whole nother world. Anyway, our guys are usually pretty chill, even if they get a bit full of themselves. Feel free to chat them up. However, 2-on-1 is fine by me. These guys can't beat me 1-on-1. There's this little prick's really pissing me off. You watch your mouth, punk. Don't try him. He's not all talk. I heard they're gonna start giving him minutes on the team. What with his height? Pish. You wanna say that again? I'll dunk on your ass, buddy. I didn't say nothing. What do you want? Would you mind staying out of my way? This court isn't for amateurs. Hey, knock it off. You're better than that. What? He started it. Don't listen to him, Frala. He's just tilted because he can't beat me fair. You keep arguing and you're going your own for dinner tonight. Maybe forever. Hey, keep the dinner out of this. Yeah, we're still friends. You don't have to do that. Sounds like she rules the roost around here. Dumbass is all wrapped around her finger. Guess she's the team manager. Interesting bunch of misfits they got here.
Gonna eat something?
Hey there, been a while, huh? You look like you're in the middle of something, though. Yeah, long time no see. Huh, Eastern, but not the stuff I was raised on. Doesn't look half bad, though. I take it you come by often. Every now and then, yeah, the soba and skewers are really good. I'm happy as long as I have mouths to feed. Come on by again sometime, will ya? I'll throw in some tasty sides of your meal. I do skewers at night, so if you're in the mood for those, come swing on by after dark.
Hey, welcome!
An event? Alright, here's the Maserati. 20 years ago, our old man snatched a dude's locket here. If we can find somebody who was working here back then, that'd help. Yeah, but we can't just walk up and ask. That'd be a bit suspicious. Best course of action would be finding an employee and sort of working our way toward that slowly. Welcome to the Maserati Hotel. Rest assured you're in capable hands of our experienced security detail. We serve a veritable who's who of celebrities and government officials here, so our security is top shelf to match. You've nothing to fear. As long as I'm on the job, all you need to do is relax and enjoy your stay. So it's clear to me that father cares about his business trips more than his own daughter. How lovely it would be for him to at least try and reach out to me while he's off gallivanting around the continent. What am I to him? Am I just some doll? A doll in this dusty little dollhouse? Huh, she sticks out. What's she mumbling about? I see, might as well make a note of that. Rich girl in Seiden has daddy issues. A quest? I don't know if I can even trust Rummy anymore. I'm not a little girl anymore. I won't just trust anything an adult tells me. So on the topic of labor laws, can I count on you to address those if and when the Republican Party regains the majority? That's not a promise I can make so easily. The Republican Party has lost much sway in these last 2 years. Our policy going forward will need to wait in the wings, potentially for years, and account for how much strength we have. And even if we do regain the majority, we need to first focus we must focus first and foremost on strengthening our historical voter base. Not to mention, there will be years of Patriot policy to potentially undo. I see, trade laws I imagine, or something else. You don't mean all those laws they rescinded themselves in the handover, do you? Easy, I know exactly what you're hoping to get out of this alliance. But legislation is not too easily rushed. We will need time, both to plan our strategy for the retaking of the majority and to actually do it. Politics are all about the long term, the big picture. Our decisions always take that into account. Our multi-party system is coming undone. If the minority just mirrors the majority, then they're hardly different parties at all. The Patriot League is enjoying a nice boost among the middle class, what with their pork barrel politics and local investments. Well, that's a bit short-sighted, no? Our party should push for broader welfare, interest control, things that will help all classes in the long run. The Republican Party should still have a strong support and funding from their old regime, but they're on the downswing. With how aggressive the Patriot League is, the Republican Party could stand to rally their own voter base. Welcome, and thank you for coming to the Maserati Hotel. If you need anything, don't hesitate to ask the staff. Our parent company, the Bank of Edith, holds a host of meetings and other events at our conference center. For such occasions, I act as a liaison between our guests and visitors. If I may help you in any way, you only ask.
Right.
I do wish the president might... sorry, pay me no mind. I am but one of many entrusted with your visit here. If there's anything you need, we're happy to help. In addition to hospitality, we offer other services such as meetings and catering on behalf of the Bank of Edith.
Do you need something?
Maserati curry. I'm running out of money.
Please come again.
Yeah, next dungeon I go to, I should probably make an extra run. I should reset all the monsters, make an extra run from the beginning to end. That would be good for my finances. So we didn't give the Forbad Film Festival. Would you be interested in going at all, just the two of us? Well, it does sound kind of fun. But it's only been 2 weeks since we really got to know each other. For a first date, that seems a little, much. It just feels a little fast to me, I guess. I get that, yeah, but time off is few and far between. I gotta seize the day, you know? And then I thought, what better way to spend my day than often with you? Like, I see your point. But I'd better not see you drilling over the dancers while we're there, got it? Well, of course, I'll have a hard enough time keeping my eyes off of you, honey. Okay, I think I can get that day off. No way I'm turning you down this time. It's a date then. Just make sure it's a good one, won't you?
Alrighty.
Okay, gotta take that day off and then we'll have a nice little dinner date in the hotel stay for the night. Don't worry, I've got the mirror. May not look it, but I'm pretty well off as an investigator. Hey, sorry to interrupt. We're from Arkride Solutions, and we're trying to dig up some info on the case that happened here. Do you remember any instances of theft here at the hotel around 20-ish years ago? Theft, let me think. I've been working here for a while, but I don't remember hearing about anything like that. Swing and a miss, then. We did have a major incident here 20 years ago, but I don't think it's what you're referring to. Oh, what happened? Well, I'd prefer to keep this on the down low, but if it helps the investigation. 20 years ago, the hotel was attacked by terrorists. What? That escalated. Damn, even the capital gets pot shots every now and then, huh? Yes, it claimed the life of Senator Taylor and his family. The staff at the time had no idea what to make of it. Some of us thought it was some sort of conspiracy. Man, the whole family just got wiped out like that. Well, we're not 100% sure. The government quickly swooped in and kept all the information under wraps. In truth, we still don't know if there were any survivors among his family. Oh, but now that I think about it, Senator Polanski may know more about the incident. He and Taylor were colleagues, I believe. Alright, thanks. I'll chat him up. Oh, man, see that he nicked somebody's locket. But that smells like a cover-up to me. Maybe he had a hand in that attack too. Yeah, it's got me suspicious too, but let's do some more digging before we jump to conclusions. Or maybe he's a survivor who doesn't want anyone to know he survived? Oh, but please don't tell anyone I referenced the incident. It's a sensitive topic. It was 20 years ago, so I don't really think it's all that big anymore. But the top brass wanted us to keep quiet for a reason.
Can we talk?
Hey there, sorry to butt in. We're from Arkride Solutions, and we're digging around for some info on an incident that happened here. Mind if we pull you aside for a sec? I see, well yes, I don't mind. May I step away for a bit, Jennifer? Of course, I'll be here enjoying my tea. An incident, you say. What might you be referring to, and what would I know about it? It's about Senator Taylor, that incident 20 years ago. Who told you? I have my sources. I got something to deliver to his next of kin if he's got any. Actually, just to make sure, can you confirm this guy isn't a foe here is Taylor? It's been an age since I've seen that face. That's him, yes. Called it. Old man wasn't just robbing the place, he was in cahoots with the terrorists. You mind filling us in on what happened that day? Well, if it would help your investigation, I suppose I can tell you what I know. Taylor was a fellow Republican Party member. He and I weren't particularly close, but I respected him as a political ally. He was especially active on the subject of race relations. He had a flair for these passionate, fiery speeches in the parliament. Real cock of the walk, huh? Yeah, but right at his highest, he got wiped out just like that. I'll never forget that night. He was staying here for a family vacation. They came into the hotel in the dead of night and gunned him down in his sleep. I heard his son miraculously survived, but both he and his wife were killed. Man, I had no idea. Bunch of cowards. Couldn't beat him in a debate, so they shut him up by force. Do you know where the kid is now? I'm afraid I don't, sorry. But he was good friends with a man named Huck, if my memory serves. He may be able to help you. Last I heard, he was living in Old Town. If his address hasn't changed since then, you can find him there. That rings a bell, don't it? Yep, our favorite old bathhouse select, if I had to bet. 50 Mirror says he's at the Loyally right now. Oh, you're acquainted. Good, good. That should make things easier. Best of luck with your investigation. Taylor's son deserves closure on that terrible, terrible day.
Let me ask you something.
Hey there, you folks look pretty glum. What's going on? We're in the middle of investigating a politician for a job, you see. Now I understand. You've left no stone unturned, eh? You've dug up a lot of stuff meant to stay buried. Anyway, yes, Taylor and I were good friends. We debated about all sorts of things over drinks, like policies to diminish racial disparity and such. No kidding, here I thought all you did was sweat at the sauna. That's because Huck manages a well-established investment firm. People like that always have connections with the top brass calling. Goes to show you really can't judge a book by its cover. Huh, that's okay, I'd rather it stay like that. I prefer how people treat me when they don't know. Back on track, this guy's son is still alive, yeah? You got an idea where he went? That I do, his name is Roderick. After the attack, I believe he went to live with some relatives in Altair. As for what he's up to these days, I have no clue. Gotcha, back to looking for someone who does then. Actually, one more question while I still got you here. Do you know what happened to the culprit? Culprits, actually, but I do. There were two of them. They went on the run after the fact but got caught sometime later. Their testimony suggested that there had been some friction for a while. They mentioned something about an intruder letting the kid get away and that they thought someone was selling them out. From what I understand, Roderick's own recollection of what happened is pretty hazy. I'm curious about this intruder letting the kid escape. Intruder? That's interesting. I think I can see the bigger picture now. Oh, now that I think about it, I might know somebody who'd have an idea about Roderick's whereabouts these days. You should talk to the editor-in-chief of the Terrell Times. She was all over the case back in the day. With any luck, she might be still be keeping up with it. Wouldn't hurt to ask at the very least. Good to know. Hopefully we'll save us the trouble of sniffing out the info ourselves. Thanks, Huck. Oh, you won. I won't say no to gratuity. I think some milk gelato would do just fine as thanks after a long soak. Sure thing. I'll remember to hook you up with some later. Guess the next stop is on this involuntary city tour is Terrell Times then. Oh, this gig's been a big pain in the ass.
Can we talk?
Hey there, Chief. Got an assignment right now I was hoping we could talk to you about if you've got a minute. Van Arkride, we meet again. You know any good reporter doesn't give up her scoops without a good reason. Tell me what brings you here and we'll take it from there. Well, I think you'll be pretty interested in this one. It's got to do with a terrorism case from a couple decades ago I'm told you know about. You see, I see someone's done their homework. Definitely earning your keep on this assignment of yours, I see. Alright, I'll bite. I'll tell you what I know. But in exchange, you have to promise to report back on how everything turns out once it's over. Deal? Why, thinking of turning this into an article or something? More or less. Certainly has the makings for a story worth bringing to light. If it turns out I'm wrong, no problem. I'll keep it to myself. Works for me. You got yourself a deal. So as it happens, I'm still investigating that case, even if it's never been made public. Partly, it's to bring justice for the surviving family, but also keep the pressure on anti-immigrant groups that would do such a thing. Suffice it to say, I'm well aware of what Roderick's up to these days. Good to know. Now quit being around the bush and spit it out. Once he grew up, Roderick became a young entrepreneur, and a promising one at that. He travels around cutting business deals, but he keeps Edith as his home base. I've interviewed him on a number of occasions over the years. Not just as a survivor of that case, but also to discuss his business ventures. Sounds like an impressive guy. Must have inherited his dad's ambition to make a difference. I can try to call him on his mobile terminal and arrange a meeting for you if you'd like. I can't make any promises, but do you want me to try? Sure, I appreciate it. But we're gonna have to fight a bunch of terrorists, aren't we? Hi Roderick, how are you? This is Editor-in-Chief Sullivan from the Tyrrell Times. I wanted to ask. You're all set. Luckily for you, he just so happens to be nearby. He said he would wait for you later at the terrace over by the station. Awesome, that worked out perfect then. There's more. There's something else he was hoping you two could do for him in return. He wants you to bring your client, the owner of the locket, with you when you meet him. I get why he'd ask that, but I've got my doubts that Grandpa's gonna play ball. We won't know for sure until we ask him. We'll bring it up when we give him our progress report. Fingers crossed. Good luck, Spriggan. Make sure to come talk to me once everything's over. Yeah, well, a deal's a deal. Alright, let's bring the guy up and get his show on the road. Hey, this is Arkride from Van Arkride from Arkride Solutions. I want to ask. Great, see you then. How'd it go? Didn't say much. For now, we're just linking up at the Riverside Bridge. We'll find him on everything, fill him in on everything once we meet him in person. Fair enough, let's move. I was hoping to hear from you, Spriggan, but I figured it wouldn't be until you returned the locket. What's this about? First off, I want to make sure we're on the same page. Let me give you a progress report on our investigation. Alright then, let's hear it. Van explained what they learned about the terrorist attack on the Maserati Hotel. Finally, they told Bruno that they managed to get in contact with Senator Taylor's son, Roderick. Well, you certainly picked up the trail quick. You said you robbed the hotel, but this photo is of the two of the terrorist attack victims. Thought you might have been the terrorist behind the attack, but I've changed my mind since. My guess is you just did exactly what you said, robbed the hotel. Just so happened that you were in the middle of it when the place was hit by a terrorist, yeah? Those kinds of coincidences only occur in stories. But that ridiculous scenario is exactly what happened that day. Yep, which also means that the person we heard about that saved Roderick's life must have been... You make it sound more honorable than it was. I wasn't out to save a kid. My mind wasn't on all the dead people all the time. I thought that, hey, with the people dying all around me, no one would miss a thing or two. Man, aren't you a nice fella? Guess the locket's one of those missing things. Even then, Roderick still wants to meet you. Wait, what? He asked us to bring you to him when we hand over the locket, actually. That's ridiculous. How do you want me to face him now? Worry's written all over you, man. He wanted to know what happened and where the kid's still kicking. And that's why you hired us to get the locket back to him. If you ask me, you should stop skulking around and just talk to him. Damn it, it's not that easy. He just needs one more push. It'd be best if he was honest about it being the guy that stole the locket. But if he doesn't want it, then maybe he could go under the guise of being someone else. How should Bruno meet Roderick? I need more law points. Best to stop with the lies and just present himself as the thief. Stop making excuses and do it already. I don't know what Roderick's out to get from this meeting with you, but the worst thing that can happen will be you reaping what you've sown. You're right. If I'm going to go this far, I might as well have the courage to take that last step. Could you guys be... We're from Arkride Solutions. You're Roderick, I take it. That's right. I'm the only survivor of the terrorist attack you've been investigating, though I was only a kid at the time. Let me start by giving you this locket back then. Van hand the locket over to Roderick. Thank you very much. I'll be sure to treasure it. I take it you're the one that had it this whole time. Yeah, his name's Bruno. He's the man who stole it from the hotel you were staying at 20 years ago. Then you're the thief who just so happened to target our room the same day those terrorists came for us. Heard you told the police that you didn't remember anything at the time. I thought you'd have forgotten me. Oh, I would never forget you. Then why did you cover for me? No, I suppose it doesn't matter at this point. Sorry, I may not have been the man that killed your parents, but I still let them die. If you want revenge, I'll take it. You can even turn me into the cops if you want. I won't resist. Bruno, for 20 years, I've wanted to meet you. For 20 years, I wanted to say something to you. Thank you. Thank you for saving my life. What? When I woke up that night, the first thing I saw was two men standing by my parents' bed. Both of them drenched in blood. It was too late for my parents. I was so scared I couldn't move. It would have been too late for me too if you hadn't appeared then. You didn't hesitate. You looked me in the eyes and immediately took my hand and led me out of the room. I'll admit I noticed you pocketing Mom's locket as you did. Heh, came to loot the place and wasn't gonna leave empty-handed, huh? Well, you still saved my life. You told me not to tell anyone about you after you left, and I listened. You're my hero. Still are. That's why I never told the police or my relatives about you. You've been my secret this whole time. Tough nut to crack, huh? You idiot. I'm no hero. I just didn't think I was gonna chance on a murder scene and I led you away without even thinking about it. Then you had to go and thank me after that. You sound so pitiful. That one thing has continued to haunt me all these years. So I started making more and more mistakes until I finally gave up thieving. Really? I'm very sorry about that. Fuck, get that smile off your face. But I guess that means it's thanks to you that I was able to change. I should be thanking you, not the other way around. Huh, it makes me genuinely happy to hear I was able to do something for you after everything you did for me. You sure are a piece of work, old man. Man, that was corny as hell, but I guess it's not that bad to see that from time to time. Party kept Bruno and Roderick company as the two of them talked for a while longer. Eventually they saw Roderick off, who, as much as he wished he could stay, was forced to leave for a business meeting. Well, I'm gonna head off. I'll make sure to wire you your money later. Cheers. Listen, this is all thanks to you guys. What's that? Can you say that again? Bah, forget it. See ya! Dude needs to learn to speak his heart more. You're right about that one. After Bruno departed, Van contacted Editor-in-Chief Sullivan to update her on what happened. She concluded that there was no reason to publish what they had learned as there were no threats to the public. And so it was that, unbeknownst to the world, the story of the former thief and the locket he stole came to a happy end.
That takes care of that.
Give me money so I can buy more overpriced armor. Give me some law. Chaos ranked up. I really need to get more law options done.
Enjoy shopping with us.
Desire.
Let me ask you something.
Welcome. Oh, if it ain't Van, what can I do you for today? I'm here on a job. Wanted to ask you a question. You ever heard of a delinquent group going by the name Desire? Oh yeah, nasty bunch, a lot of them. And ain't got a lick of scruples. They even take jobs from A. Violence, blackmail, you name it. Their leader's supposed to be pretty smart too. Got it. Sounds like a lot of trouble to be honest. That leader and one of his goons came here about a month ago. Bought 2 large caliber orbital guns and left. I'd rather not sell our goods to folks like those, but business is business. Oh yeah, a month ago. Do you remember the name of this other goon? I think I do. Mark, if memory serves me well. Jackpot, we finally found him. Anything else you can recall? Remember talking about Mark taking on this big job so he could split from his team. Guns they got were the real deal. Heavy stuff, bigger and meaner than anything a common gangster should be hauling around. Mark was a ball of nerves when I handed them to him. So we're dealing with a gangster taking on a big enough job that he needs to bust out the big guns for it. Also, he could leave them. None of this sounds good, I can tell you that much. He's probably dead by now. That's all I remember. If you need any more info on Mark, maybe get it straight from the horse's mouth and just ask someone from Desire directly. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Can you point me at someone in particular? Sure can. You know Eddie, the son of the Newberry General Store's owner? He's part of their gang. Oh right, heard he was going through a bit of a rebellious phase lately. We just saw him arguing with his mom back at their shop. I never thought he'd end up in Desire though. Weird. Hopefully he's still there. Let's go see. Alright, to Old Town we go. Thanks for the help. Don't mention it. Actually, I have something else for you. Heard a story for the Orbital Net recently. Took a while to reach my ears. Something about these Jaeger Corps that got wiped out right in the outskirts of Bombay. You hear about it? That's not a name you hear often. Bombay's up in the northeast, right? First I've heard of it. How come you're telling us this? Rumor has it that those Jaeger Corps were hired by someone outside the country. Most people speculate the carnage might have been Ace doing. It's got potential to mess with my weapon supply route, so I was hoping you'd hear something. Afraid not, sorry, but I'll keep you in the know if I do hear anything. Might be something to keep in mind. You think that guy went to fight Jaegers and got killed?
Can we talk?
Come on, it's just 5,000 mirror. You can lend me that much. Call it my wage for helping around the store. Oh, again all that nonsense. I wouldn't call doing something for a few minutes before flaking out helping at all. Sorry to interrupt. I know you're in the middle of something, but do you think we could talk? Oh, sorry, Van. Didn't mean for you to see that. What can I do you for? Back off, asshole. Can you see me and the old lady are having an important conversation right now? Hey, that's no way to talk to a customer. And what are you gonna do about that? Sheesh, give it a few more minutes and they'll rip each other's throat out. Whoa, chill out, folks. We wanted to talk to Eddie, actually. Can you give us a sec? What, me? What do you want? If it's him you're after, take your conversation outside. He'll scare away business if he's inside much longer. I've seen you guys around the shop before. What do you want? This is strictly business. We're investigating something for a client. What can you tell us about a guy named Mark? Rolls in the same gang as you, right? Desire? That guy? Why should I tell you anything? I don't owe you people. It's not just anyone asking. Dude's girlfriend wants to know. Lady's been real worried she can't get in touch with him, so she contacted us. Oh, so that's what's going on. Alright. I can see why you'd want to put her mind at ease. It'd suck if they bumped into each other one day and she had no idea what's been going on. You just wanted to talk, yeah? Nothing more? That wasn't hard. Yeah, that's all we need. Whatever you know. Anything helps. Well, I don't got much for ya. Mark asked to be cut loose from the gang a while back. They let him go. Haven't heard much from him since. Been quiet. So he's not running with you guys anymore. That's right, and I don't think it was out of the blue or nothing. They apparently been thinking about it for a while. About a month ago, our boss agreed to let him go, on one condition. Alright, we're a gang somewhere. What condition? As I hear it, we've just gotten a big job from Amaya. They had some beef with this other group that's been hiring Jaegers or something. Mark was supposed to infiltrate their base and get some intel on them. Give me a break, that's not the sort of shit you put an amateur up to. Not the kind of gig you'd expect to make it back alive from, that's for sure. A suicide mission. But he's out now, so something must have gone right, yeah? That's what you heard? Something like that. Looks like the crazy bastard pulled it off. Can't imagine shit was easy, though. The Jaegers are in Bomb, and that's a long ways away. Bomb? That chick at the gun shop mentioned that place, too. So this is all related. We ain't sure yet. We got no hard evidence on it. While you're here, can you think of anyone else that might know what's going on with Mark? Yeah, I know a guy. Mark always talked about this childhood friend of his, named Simon, I think. If I'm remembering correctly, he said Simon's the basketball team captain over at Seiden. Must be nice having a cool friend like that. I'm gonna pull off something real badass one of these days, and then all the senior members will finally want to hang out with me. Then our next stop's the Seiden District. Thanks for that. Owe you one. Yeah, whatever. Don't go wasting that info, okay?
Well...
Mark.
Can we talk?
Heard some ball team from Seiden's been making waves lately. This guy looks like the team captain. Hey there, got time for a quick question? Yeah, what's up? We're from Arkride Solutions, and we're working on an investigation right now. You know anything about a guy named Mark who hangs around with Desire? Mark, huh? Yeah, I know him. You looking into him? Yeah, Mark's girl wants us to drag his ass back. Hasn't heard from him for over a month. From what I understand, you've been buds with him since you were kids. You got any idea what he's been up to lately? Huh, so she ain't heard from him either. I'd kind of been expecting bad news, but man, he really went and screwed himself over, didn't he? Sounds like you know something about what he's gotten himself into. Care to elaborate? Well, if Amy sent you, then I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I figure you guys know what's best for him, right? So a month ago, I got this letter from him, and it's weird because he never does that, ever. Said they gave him a job to sneak into some Jaeger camp outside of Bomb City. Why? Dunno. He told me it was some kind of trial. They were gonna have him go out there by himself and scout the enemy or something. Called it. He sent me that message over the night before he was supposed to go. You could tell he was shaking when he wrote it. He said, I don't know if I'm coming back from this one, man. Wrote about Amy too. If I don't make it home, tell her I ran off with some other girl. I don't want her grieving for me. Stupid son of a bitch. He didn't want her to grieve, so he should come back alive. Been with him since we were kids, and I couldn't help him when he needed it most. Friggin'. Sorry, I need a sec to cool off. It hurts, man. No problem. Take your time. I think we got the gist of this now. We got a foreign power that picked up some Jaegers to try and do something about you-know-who. And they responded by getting Desire to do some dirty work and rough up that same Jaeger squad for him. And Mark was the unlucky bastard they picked for the job. And then A went and smashed up those Jaegers anyway. Our guy might have just slipped away during all that. He may still be kicking for all we know. It's possible, yeah, we just don't have enough info to go on as of yet. We should try to find that article Sylvie told us about. What to say? I'll read it. Headline: Jaeger Corps suddenly gunned down outside Bombay City. According to local reports, a Jaeger formation outside Bombay City suddenly and violently engaged with an unknown aggressor. However, both sides retreated without a trace afterward, leaving little evidence behind. Authorities did find the body of a young man not far from the scene of the incident. Forensic analysis indicated the boy died 1 or 2 days before the incident is thought to have occurred. Authorities are investigating how the boy might have been connected to the battle, but so far they have been unable to identify him. And that's it. They didn't say who it was, but it all lines up. I think we gotta call it. Well, I guess Mark got the last laugh in the end. Those Jaegers got burned out there. He didn't come back for Amy, and I think that just about closes the case. You know, he did good for some boy in over his head. I guess that's it then. He's gone. You listened in, huh? Yeah, just that bit at the end. I kinda already knew, but yeah. I had to know for sure, as his old friend. Yeah. But how do I tell Amy? Do I tell Amy it's a thing? I don't know what to do. What do you guys think? Mark made that life for you to tell her, right? Yeah, anything to keep her happy, but this is gonna break her heart either way. Do I tell her the truth, or do I honor Mark's last request? We'll think on that for you. Once we loop back with her, we'll tell her what we think is right. Thanks, that'd be a weight off my shoulders. I gotta head out. Take care of Amy, yeah? So how are we gonna break it to her? Let me think on that for a bit. Not an easy decision to make. We've got time to think while we head over to her, at least. That was fast. I didn't expect to see you guys again so soon. Does that mean you found some kind of lead on Mark? It's okay if it's nothing big. I'll take anything you have. I want to know. What's it gonna be, Chief? No need to say something. I know, I'm just trying to figure out how to put it. Give me a sec. I can either respect Amy's wishes here and give her the cold hard truth, or I can respect Mark's wishes and cover it up so she doesn't go on mourning him. Either way, she's not getting out of this conversation unscathed. It's up to me to choose how this case ends. I have to decide what's ultimately best and stick with it. What did I tell her? Truth. I'm gonna give it to her straight. She's declined, after all. Well, a friend of Mark's gave us a letter that he wrote. You should read it first, then we'll tell you what happened to Mark. This handwriting, it's definitely his. It says he wrote this the night before he left for work. After reading the letter, Amy was left in tears, at which point Van divulged what he read in the online news article. Mark sounded so confident that everything was going to be okay. I completely believed him. I knew it wasn't going to be easy for him to leave the gang, but... Why? Why did I tell him we could get married if he cut ties with them? If I hadn't said that, he... Sob. I'm sorry you had to see all that. I'm okay now. Thank you for delivering the letter to me and covering all of that. I'll be forever grateful to the two of you. Wish we had happier news to give you, but that's how it goes in this line of work sometimes. Yes, I understand. Can I ask you for one more thing? What is it? Will you guys help me get revenge on Almada? Can't say I didn't see this coming. I'll do what I can, whatever you ask. I'll give you as much money as you need. Just please, it can't end like this. If you're not just talking and are willing to put your money where your mouth is, then sure, I'll consider it. But those rates are going to be super high. Those guys are strong. You are going to have to give me full Zamorian ore equipment. You will? You do that for me? Of course, money buys you lots of stuff from a spriggan, but you really think that's the best way to honor your boyfriend's memory? You might not want to hear this, but now that you know as much as you do, you have a certain responsibility to carry out. I do? What are you talking about? Mark loved you so much he tried to quit his gang so he could live legit with you. All he probably ever wanted was to lead a normal, happy life without dragging you into the underworld. He risked his life to make that happen and paid the price. Do you think going out and getting your hands dirty is going to bring any happiness? So there you go again, old man. Sometimes you're too damn soft for your own good. I'm sorry, you're absolutely right. The last thing I want to do is disrespect his feelings. And I might have been a little presumptuous with what I said too. I could have worded that better. I'll keep my opinions to myself from here on. All I'll say is, you really should really think carefully about how you want to proceed. Right, thank you. That was really short-sighted of me to say that, so I'm gonna sit down and really process my feelings after this. Dang it, we could have gotten her to fund a full Zamurian ore set. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave now. Thank you again, both of you, and take care.
That takes care of that.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Log Gray. Log finally ranked up. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Well, not really perfect, but it's close. Oh, sounds like I've got mail. Oh, you got a booty call? No, shut up. Probably another monster thing. It's from CID. They've got another job for us. We've recently received reports of a dangerous monster in the area. Location depths of Dirk Memorial Park. Unidentified monster. Requesting Arkride solutions to handle this immediately. CID. Typical monster extermination gig, looks like. We'll be heading to Dirk Memorial Park. Never been to that place before. I'm guessing it's named after Sheena Dirk. It's on the outskirts of the city, so we'll have to drive a ways to get there. Wish they picked some place closer. Hold up, what's with all the extra line breaks? Wait.
Yes. Make sure you treasure all of your memories.
Sorry, that guy's a pain in the ass sometimes. So what's the plan, Chief? Well, the pace decent enough, I guess. I think snatching it out of the guild's grubby paws is the play here. We're gonna need to take the car though, so let's get back to the garage once we're done with everything else.
Hey, hey!
Yeah, I still need to do one more quest. Oh yeah, we got that mystery solving thingy. Mistress Taylor on the cutting edge of fashion, huh? The manager here fits the bill. Do you have a minute? We're doing this mystery solving game thing. Said to look for a Mistress Taylor. That you by chance? My, I wasn't expecting anyone to figure it out that quickly. I am indeed the mistress you seek. I'm the royal family's personal tailor. And since I have a key, you must have figured out that I'm complicit in the princess's kidnapping as well. Unless I am unmasked. Sure thing, you're way more into this than I was expecting. So that's what they meant by full body. Meh, was hoping for more. Maybe it'd be fun to get in the character like you're doing. I mean, I don't care, we do whatever you want. Now that I've been found out, oh dear, what does a conspirator like me to do? I'll give you the key if you just let me go, I promise. To be honest, I was against kidnapping her from the start, truly. But a certain someone gave me an offer I couldn't refuse. Treasure beyond my wildest dreams. I simply had to play along. Evidently, bribery is a big problem in this kingdom. Who's the certain someone, though? Oh, forgive me, I just can't say. But a promise is a promise. Here's the first key and the next clue. Best of luck. It's like Fan Thief B? Fan retrieved the first key. So here's the next puzzle. Let me take a look. Look to the river for your next key, where a mailbox ferries passengers underground. The man watching it over it holds the key. Well, that's obvious. Give us something a little tougher next time, why don't ya? I'll be watching over your progress if you don't mind. Only you can set her free, brave knight. Her fate is in your hands. Whew, right, how'd I do? Pretty good. Sold the whole corrupt aid thing pretty well. Damn it, now I'm invested. Feels like I gotta see the game to the end now. Well, thank you. This has been a fun change of pace for me. Heh. Doesn't take much to win you over, does it? Let's go get that next key. Okay, so here we are, right at the entrance to this Riverside subway. It said look to the river and where a mailbox ferries passengers underground. That's gotta mean here. Okay, let's head down underground. Next key's being held by the man that watches over the mailboxes, yeah? Yeah. Huh? Weird. Head underground. Why did it say hold off? Is there a boss fight? Yo, we're playing a puzzle game right now. I take it you're the one watching over the second key. Heh, very astute. You'd be correct. Before you stands the supervisor of the kingdom of Edith's underground mine. With the subterranean tunnels known only to me, whisking away the princess was child's play. Looks like he's really gotten into this too. So you're the one who actually nabbed her. In one sense, yes, I did a little more than carry her off to her prison, however. It was someone else who hatched a plot to take her there. I assume you want to know who, but you'll get nothing more from me. If you desire the truth, it lies beyond the next mystery. Here's the second key, as a reward for your cunning. Man received the second key. Jumping straight to the next one, huh? Let's see. The final key is in the Tyrell District. The ever-resourceful guy of the theater has it on their person. That was too obvious. So this one's in Tyrell. The ever-resourceful guide of the theater. Another dumb riddle, I'm guessing. At this point, I'm kind of curious about the ending, honestly. Let's get a move on. The clue we got mentioned in ever-resourceful guide of the theater. If I had to guess, it's probably talking about this guide who works at the S-Brit Cinema. When do I find out? Got a sec, we're taking part in this riddle game that's being tested right now. You're the ever-resourceful guy of the theater that's got the last key we're looking for, by any chance? Unbelievable. I think someone has reached the likes of me at long last. Yes, what you say is true. I serve the Kingdom of Edith as a humble member of this theatrical company. Long have I awaited the arrival of one who would come for my key, and it seems as though that time is finally upon me. You've been waiting for us, huh? That's a new one. That's not what your pal said. You different from them somehow? That I am. As it so happens, I was once part of the Knights Brigade. Circumstances have since seen me in the employ of this troop. However, my loyalty to the Edith royal family remains as unwavering as ever. Indeed, upon catching wind of a plot by a certain count to imprison the princess, I saw fit to infiltrate the enemy's ranks. I lack the means to stop the Count's schemes. That is why I have sought someone to whom I could entrust my key, and at last I have arrived. Didn't expect there to be any espionage involved in this whole scavenger hunt. There's more to the plot of this thing than I expected. And with that, I shall now leave the last key in your capable hands. Last key? Thanks, you won't regret it. From the way you're talking, it sounds like you know who's behind all this. Care to fill us in? Certainly, the man who imprisoned our fair princess is none other than Count Iota. He is a vile man who oppressed the people of his dominion, thus the royal family saw fit to punish him for his misdeeds. As a result, the Count came to harbor a profound grudge against them, which has led to today's tragic state of affairs. Gotcha, I guess that'd do it. But fear not, justice is on their side, for the Count's own butler, Ilhan, is of the same mind as myself. Give unto him the free keys you have assembled, and he shall be able to free the princess at long last. Good luck, the fate of her royal highness now rests within your hands. Please do not let the kingdom down. Oh, but don't you worry, we'll rescue your fair princess. I don't mind putting in the work. Because once she's free, she can repay me with a healthy dose of happily ever afters for the rest of our days. You just had to turn this into a cheap porno, didn't you? Anyway, looks like our next stop is this Count Iota's manor, wherever that might be. Iota and Ilhan, I've heard those names somewhere before. There's no riddle this time, but I guess we've got to put in on our inking caps and hustle one last time. Isn't there some place in town called Iota? I'm sure we'll run into it if we walk around long enough. Let's roll. This place's name is Iota. Ilhan's the owner's name. We're in the endgame now, literally. You must be Ilhan, correct? Count Iota's butler. You know my name, then you must have come to save the princess. Sure have, and we got all 3 keys too. Van handed the free keys to Garrett to Ilhan. You actually brought them. These are indeed the keys we need to unlock the princess's cell. She may finally walk free once more. But you can't just go and backstab the Count without paying the price, yeah? What's the script say about that? You're absolutely right. I am sure to pay a price for this, perhaps the steepest price of all. But I am only standing before you today because of the royal family. I could not live with myself if I didn't help them in their hour of need. I will go and set the princess free now. Can I ask you to wait here while I do so? Sure. And he turns out to be a traitor. Wonder who's playing the princess. She better be hot as hell considering everything we did to finish this whole thing. Thank you for your patience. I brought the princess here with me. Nice, we finally get to... Hey, so you are the kind strangers who rescued me, are you? Percy, thank you so much. The Kingdom of Edith will never forget this kindness.
My disappointment is immeasurable. And my day is ruined.
Oh, come on, at least put some oomph into it. Don't drop the ball at the end. Hell no, can we get a recast on this princess? I'm sorry, we couldn't find anyone to play the role of princess in time. Thanks for helping out, Ilhan. Don't mention it. I had a lot of fun. I'd be happy to help out again if you have any other roles for me. I'll leave it to you then. See you around. Well, can you tell me what you thought of the game then? Honestly, it was more fun than I expected it to be. You clearly put a lot of effort into both the puzzles and the setting. Your casting choices weren't half bad, Princess notwithstanding. I really am sorry about that. I wasn't sure if there was really a mystery game like this. But judging by your reactions, it looks like I was worrying for nothing. Yeah, I could always try a different setting if you want to shake things up a little. Don't gotta stick to the kingdom and the princess setting. Yep, that's the plan. I've always had trouble getting people to take an interest in my ideas. Many feel like puzzle games are just inaccessible. But if I can nail the setting, then maybe that'll draw people in, and then they'll realize how much fun they can be. Always good to see someone enjoying their hobbies. Yeah, but I don't plan on keeping it a hobby. I want to set up an event planning company and take it to the next level. Anyhow, my confidence is soaring sky high now with a glowing review coming from our famous spriggan. I'm heading home to start work on the next game.
That's a wrap.
Mira deposit confirmed.
More law. This is only law, because this had nothing illegal in it, huh? I got a free point.
That's how it goes. Rank up.
Okay, what I get? Sprite.
Generous.
Increase healing item range by 10. So the range you can throw them, or does it give an AoE? If only it was an AoE like that one Master Court, that wouldn't be so convenient. But I think it's just how far you can throw it without having to move. Okay, well, I remember I better have Aaron make one of these. This actually heals a decent amount, huh? Yes, all these heal high amount compared to your current max hit points. But it costs way too much for me.
Man, why's it gotta be me? A little thank you would be nice.
Give.
I'll take good care of it.
Okay, I have enough for everyone this time. Van's group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. Thank you again for agreeing to come out shopping with me, Van. I'm only going to buy some personal items, so you really didn't have to accompany me. You got a lengthy shopping list, right? Figured you'd need some help carrying it all. Something about a bunch of art class supplies, yeah? That's right, we're about to start lessons on oil painting soon. And I don't suspect I'll be able to produce something I'll be proud of with my current supplies. It's also a good chance to replace some of my older equipment with better materials too. Being a student is really rough on the wallet, huh? Well, let's see what we can find. Thank you. Surprising just how much of a difference in price there can be between paints that are basically the same color. And then I have to choose between 12 color set and a 24 color set. There's an almost overwhelming amount of options. For sure, the price ones are supposed to have more vibrant colors that fade less and have better coverage. I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money, but do keep in mind that you're at Aramis of all places. Trying to make do with stuff more suited to your stage of learning instead of just shooting for top-range goods could be educational in itself. Yeah, perhaps you're right. Maybe I should go for something more basic and affordable then. I'd also like to buy a wide variety of brushes. I have some already, but it's just a beginner set I bought when I enrolled. Maybe it'd be worth buying something expensive like this fan brush then. I know I just said not to shoot for the top range goods, but with brushes, a difference in materials really does open up a lot of options. You know a lot more about this than I expected. You do seem to have a lot of hobbies though. Is painting one of them? No, not really. Gave it a shot, but I learned real quick it wasn't for me. How about this set? Looks like it'd be a perfect match for you. Oh, the luxury Aramis, the artist model brush. Goodness gracious, this is expensive. That'll be 2,000 euro in total. I'll pay with this then. I'm quite happy with how that went. It fit perfectly within my budget too. Yeah, I figured you'd end up overspending with everything you got. You're good at keeping to a budget for a rich girl. And I wouldn't quite describe myself that way, but I suppose school has forced good habits on me. I perform a lot of different jobs as part of the student council. Maybe I could use some of those skills back at the office. I wouldn't mind helping with all there is to do at the office. Having finished shopping with a little time to spare, Agnes decided to stop by Riverside to test her new art supplies. I don't know why I'm even surprised that an Aramis student would not get out of the park with art too. All I'm really doing is applying what we learned in class. But it's nice spending an occasional off day painting like this. The light reflecting off the river surface is beautiful, and the breeze feels quite nice. It's fun. Good here, though painting the cityscape feels a fair bit advanced. Really, I feel like I see painters doing it all the time. Come to think of it, Aramis the artist himself drew a number of Egypt's cityscapes, I believe. If I recall correctly, his earlier works depicted immigrants who'd been turned away from their homes. His later works depicted the streets of Egypt after the Calvardian Revolution. The biggest constant is he always paints people, and not just landscapes. That's not a surprise coming from one of the main parties behind the revolution and your school's founder. Though I also heard he was a real weirdo, as all artists tend to be. I don't think you're far off. I've heard of his eccentricities in some of my classes. But sitting here right now, painting the city landscape just as he did, helps me imagine what he might have thought of as he did this too. I can't help but think he would have wanted the peaceful joy he painted on his canvas to reflect forever outside of it too. He might not be far off there. Oh no, so you know. No way, so you know. What? You're kidding. Oh, the Aramis students. They're probably on their way back home after their club activities. Let me know if I'm being rude or anything, but I kinda think you should have joined the club yourself. I appreciate your concern, but I'm fine. I'm more than happy keeping busy after school and on the weekends with my part-time job. It's taught me a great deal, just working with you and everyone at the office. And needless to say, I enjoy it a lot too. Of course, I still make time to contribute to school activities when the time allows for it. Well, if you're enjoying your student life, then there's no reason for me to butt in. You're not the kind of to neglect school and flunk out just because of a part-time job. I agree there. I've always liked studying, to be frank, so it hardly feels like a burden. I like organizing study groups in my free time. Studying with friends is surprisingly effective. There's always something new to learn from others. You can never truly stop learning. It's hard at times, but it's also very rewarding. Yeah, I trust you. Just don't go missing out on quality time with your friends just because you're busy with your job, okay? The friends you make in school have the potential to be some of the best you'll ever make, and this is basically your only chance to ever do that. Oh, I will keep that in mind. Oh, I thought she said she was working a part-time job, but they just went shopping and now they're even painting. This is so suspicious. I need to look into this more. Van and Agnes returned their patrols after she was done with her painting.
I really want to get to know you better, Van.
Okay. SCLM chain effect plus 5%. Okay. Shrewd negotiator defense plus 10. Van's group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free times as they pleased. So what's the big deal, Rene? Why do you drag me all the way out here on such short notice? You know I'd prefer if you didn't call me that. All these years later, and I still have to remind you first thing when we sit down to talk. You never changed, do you, Van? I only call you that because it's still your name, pal. Change your name and I'll change what I call you. Simple as that. Hey, I take that back. You have changed. You're now sassier than before. No, and I realized that ever since we exchanged contact info, we haven't once gotten it together in private like this. So since I had some time to relax away from work today, I decided to call you over here, and now, here we are. So you don't have any real business with me, is what you're saying. You're a real roundabout guy, you know that? Most guys, when they just want to shoot the shit together, do it over a couple of pints at a local bar or something. Trust me, I have plenty of reasons to drink. We'll have to make time to do that sometime later. Unlike your freewheeling self as a spriggan, those of us in the government always have our hands full of work. And I never said I didn't have a business with you, Van. Don't you think it's my job as something of the older brother to wonder how you're doing and want to check in? Oh, so that's what all this is about, huh? Well, I'm just about the same as ever, barely keeping the business afloat as best I can. You know how it goes. You brought in more help, though, didn't you? I heard he's attached to Hayway as well. One glaring exception, I have to say. You're building up quite the seedy roster of lackeys over there. Could you not dig these things up like you're a world-class shovel before I even said a word about them? But just so we're clear, they foisted themselves onto me without asking. They're not there because I asked them to be. If I had it my way, I'd still be flying solo and everything would be perfect. You say that, but you have a noticeable spring in your step compared to before. It's fine to say you like them, Van. You're not a child anymore. No need to be bashful. Shut up. So it's always the same with you and Elaine both. And you, I should say. If nothing else, I imagine your new helpers will be good for you in the long run. My hope is that they'll keep you from being tempted to repeat what you pulled before. Certainly Elaine and I would both appreciate it. Aren't you going to pick that up? It's totally a work call, isn't it? Don't worry about it. This is more important. Now, you're not in a rush, right? Why don't you and I stay here for a while? At least until we're done drinking our coffee. You can even order some dessert if you like. It'll be my treat. I'm feeling generous. Are you telling me we're... Keep talking like normal and don't look alarmed. This must look like a perfectly natural conversation. Yeah, he's talking to that guy we have in our data. Alright, I'll contact you again later. Looks like he took off. Am I right in thinking it was you he was watching and not me? Indeed, your intuition is on point. Correct, no problems here. Proceed with things as we originally planned. Adios, this is why you really called me out here, isn't it? No need to be so upset. It wasn't entirely about me. I genuinely wanted to hear how you were doing too. I didn't say I was upset. His name is Hubert. He's a relatively new, recent hire of the CID who joined us a year and a half ago. Wait, wasn't that the guy from Arabonia who betrayed Lecter? That's all? He sure looks and acts like someone who's a lot less fresh than that. What's a guy like him doing looking after one of the agency's own analysts? I said he was new to the CID, not the occupation itself. He used to work for the Imperial Army's Intelligence Division. One of Arabonia's guys. Didn't their agency just get a big reshuffle a little while back? That's right. With the Iron Bloods out of the picture and the war over, he said he saw the Empire as a lost cause. So he came over to our side and was nice enough to supply us with intelligence about the founding of Arabonia's new intelligence division. He still maintains his citizenship over there as well. A double agent then. He is, insofar as most people within the CID are concerned. Hold on, you're telling me he's... Yes, in all likelihood, he's a triple agent. He hasn't truly defected to our side. His real objective is to either obtain information on us or disrupt our operations. All under the order of Lecter Arundel at the new division. I've heard that name before. Has a reputation for being a real cunning bastard. You're telling me, even with the Iron Bloods gone, he's a formidable figure who continues to sit at the heart of their intelligence operations. Nearly all spies who send to Arabonia since the war have either been terminated or sweet-talked into joining him instead. We've had quite a lot of egg on our face in recent times because of him. Alright, so back up a sec. If you already know that much about him, then that means you must be doing something about it, right? Correct. By letting him see me with you, we hope to cause a little disruption of our own within his intelligence network. With any luck, he'll be turned into a quadruple agent working to our benefit, whether he realizes it or not. So you're gonna feed him false information? Suffice it to say, it will be very interesting to see what Scarecrow's next move will be. I'm not gonna lie, all this double-crossing crap you've got going on is making my head spin. And hey, keep me out of your stupid intelligence warfare. I don't want anything to do with that bullshit whatsoever. Now, no need to get so worked up. I told you that you can order anything off the dessert menu. Go ahead, pick whatever you like. It'll make you feel better. Okay, don't you try to bribe me, you spectacle sadist. Remember, proceeded to order the most expensive desserts he could find out of spite. However, Kincaid wasn't even faced, paying for it without a word of protest. Exasperated by his friend's eternally unfathomable demeanor, Van returned to work with a sigh.
I'll be putting you to good use. Good use.
Okay, elite agent, Kincaid... Wait, Kincaid's playable? I guess? Walk around Seiden with Dingo. Van's group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. Yep, that's luxury. XS Express all the way. I don't think I can handle her. No, resist temptation, Van. Only got eyes for Ingrid. Can you really say you love your car when you haven't admired the hell out of it? Aren't you? Hey, look who it is. Bummed at each other in Longport too, didn't we? We have a knack for doing that. Well, what timing? I've been looking for you. Is it true that you and your company had a hand in resolving the incident? May I ask a few questions, please? I liked your account of the events. Whoa, okay, slow down. What are we talking about here? You might be mixing me up. We both booked it back to Edith after you saw us, so I don't think we had any part in that. I have reports that you were at the scene. Don't play dumb, please. We also heard you traveled to Crail Village shortly before the attack there. There's something about you, something that makes these incidents pop up where we go. There's gotta be a correlation. Yeah, no, we weren't even there. Man, she's nosy. How the hell does she know? Oh shit, is that Dingo over there? Huh, wait, really? Hey, you're not getting me with that again. You're trying to throw me off the scent, just like with the Maxim scoop. No, seriously, I swear, that's him, and who's that lady hugging his arm? Are you actually serious? Wait. Oh, Sly Dog, didn't think he had him. And that's a pretty snazzy hotel they're walking into. What's the scoop there, I wonder? Just wait a second. Not sure why you're hounding me. Shouldn't you be looking at Dingo? I know. I need your help with him. You specialize in investigations, right? You're all like sneaky and stealthy and stuff. Well, no, I ain't a detective. Why would I just tail a guy like that? So fine, I can stalk him. But he must be... He's probably good to detect you anyways. Grr, what are they saying? I can barely hear them. Hence why I said we should get a bit closer. Well then, he'd spot us for sure. From my sneaky and stealthy experience, no, I think we'd be fine. Sorry for keeping you like that. Oh, not a problem. I'm glad we were able to talk this out some more. I'll be back, you know. Huh? So what the heck were they talking about? They weren't breaking up, were they? That's not the vibe I got. Must be an actual job interview thing. Yeah, must be actually part of a job for the tabloid. What? It must be Dingo calling you. How long have you been there? Yeah, I knew he'd detect us. Dingo, well, told you he knew from the start. Dingo, who was that woman just now? Is she your, you know... no, she's a colleague, Marielle. She's on the selection committee for an award body. Award body? Oh, don't tell me. Somebody got himself a Pulitzer, huh? Well, not quite, but yes, they've been bugging me about it for a while. Wait, the Pulitzer? You're in the running for the highest journalistic award in the land, and you didn't tell anybody. What for? Why are you being so secretive about... God, my stupid phone. Who could it be? The editor-in-chief, now? Hello, okay, yes, right, I get that. What? Sir, please, okay, alright, I'll be there in a bit. Ouch, they tell you to stop wandering around and start doing your job? Of all its thinking times. I'm holding you to this, Dingo. You better fess up next time. Looks like you got your hands full these days. She's eccentric, I'll leave it at that. But damn, nice job on the Pulitzer nod. I had no idea they were reaching out to you about that. Though now I think about it, I guess you were kind of a shoo-in. You were on the ground for the war, if I recall. Yep, I remember running into you once or twice. You were on the Mirage side, but you still lent us a hand from time to time. I had comms with all of Calvard's media outlets at the time. The Royal Guardian, the Tyrol Times, you name it. I even branched out to some international outlets. I was chasing the truth behind it all. Everything else be damned. I put a lot of stuff together from a bunch of different sources, so I guess they wanted to recognize that. Heard you were up on the front lines when the fighting broke out, snapping foes of the battle. The reality of war, those outlets called it. You were anonymous at the time, but I had a feeling it was you. Blew everyone away. That's the thing, it wasn't just me. I can't accept that award in good faith if it means putting down everyone else. I hope they just leave me before me if I kept running long enough, but nope, here they are in Edith. I get that, but come on, don't sell yourself short. You risked your life out there to get those photos. Somebody's gotta be recognized for that, and it might as well be you. Plus, you accepted that award and it gives you a platform. You can thank them all you want once your article starts selling like hotcakes. Nah, it still doesn't feel right, and I don't think I'd be that big. No, old Dingo Brad is still a 2-bit gossip reporter. That's all I'm ever gonna be, and that's all I ever want to be. I mean, sure, I guess. It's your life and all. You let that whole nihilist bit slip a little when you watch over that new girl, though. Just a heads up. That's rich coming from you. You act all tough, but then you ferry all your partner members around like some kind of monster hen. Mother hen. Big ol' softy. Tish. But well, I guess you've got a point. There's nothing wrong with training her up as an apprentice. Pip, don't need to give it a cool spin just to justify it. Nothing wrong with doing you. Just as long as we don't make fools of ourselves in front of the youngins. Heh, but you're on the right side of 25. You are a youngin. But yeah, we just gotta keep moving forward, you know? Van bid Dingo farewell and return to his work.
Always room for improvement for us role models.
Okay, blind lady killer, Van strength +5. Thanks for tuning in to this Let's Play of Trails Through Daybreak. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit that bell icon.